Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Journeys review series. Today we are reviewing episode 74 where we finally get the return of Dawn, and I hope you guys enjoy. So this episode begins with the Matori Matrix setting out to capture Cresselia, and Ash and Go get tasked to visit Sinnoh as people have been having nightmares, which leads to a bit of cool continuity where Ash says Darkrai is really strong in battle, which is a clear reference to his battle with Tobias. But Ash and Go head to Sinnoh on their own to research it. Meanwhile, Chloe is looking forward to her holiday with the family, until she finds out that it's cancelled as everyone is busy. The episode was heavily Chloe focused as the trailer showed. It pretty much followed her day from start to finish, taking up more screen time than what Ash and Go were doing. I really like that this was the way the episode was structured. Chloe decides to visit Sinnoh on her own, and there is a great Dawn reference here with her packing way too much, and her mum gives her a lighter travel bag. This happened to Dawn in the very first episode of Diamond and Pearl. Chloe arrives in Sinnoh and she's a bit taken aback because travelling alone is pretty new to her. She gets scared of a random trainer challenging her to a battle, and then she looks up to the giant screen only to see Joanna, Dawn's mum. This was an awesome character return. Despite being small, it was such a nice touch to throw into the episode. Chloe learns that a Pokemon contest is taking place in Eterna City, and she decides she wants to go check it out, and she's going to travel on foot to explore more on her own. Elsewhere, Ash and Go have found a town where everyone is having nightmares, and Matori is trying to get the Rocket Trio in on the plan so she can blame them if they fail, basically. Chloe is learning to travel alone. She makes herself some food, and then finally halfway through the episode, Dawn appears in the most Dawn-like fashion, falling from a bush, with Piplup jumping into Chloe's food. Dawn and Chloe seem to hit it off straight away, talking about themselves. Dawn says she has completed contests in Sinnoh, Hoenn, Unova, and Johto, which is pretty cool. And they agree to travel to Eterna together for the contest. So this was a nice way to introduce Dawn. It was nothing crazy, it was just a chilled, slow episode, and sometimes that works. It was well written and did what it needed to do. Ash and Go start having nightmares, and Cerise and his assistants turning into Team Rocket, which was hilarious. And then they see a glimpse of Darkrai for a second, but it disappears. The next morning, Dawn and Chloe wake up, and I love this scene, with Piplup fixing both of their bed hair, just like it used to do in Diamond and Pearl. We get a bit of a travelling montage with Chloe and Dawn kind of arguing a bit. Dawn keeps saying no need to worry, which was hilarious, while Chloe was worrying about getting to Eterna on time. But Dawn tells Chloe to just sit back and take in all the sights rather than looking at the guide so much. They end up taking down a rampaging Rhydon. The Rhydon was clearly lacking sleep from Darkrai, and the episode ends up with Ash and Go arriving at the same forest where they think Darkrai is, and also with Dawn and Chloe coming across Cresselia. So this episode was not what I was expecting, but it was still a really good one. It was slower than I thought it would be. It's pretty much a whole setup episode for the events of the next episode, but I'm glad we got time for both Chloe and Dawn to show off what they're about, and we also got some nice setup with Team Rocket and the Matori Matrix. The highlights of this episode were definitely all of the Dawn scenes. The throwbacks and references were really good. So surprisingly, not tons to say about this episode. It was just a nice chilled time with Dawn and Chloe, and some great setup for this two-parter. So I'm really looking forward to seeing next week's episode and seeing Dawn and Ash reunite. Overall, this episode gets a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments and what's your rating out of 10. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.